All right, in this video, Lisa and I are gonna do a compression dressing, right?
Yeah, and this would be something that you would use when you want to stop the bleeding. Let's say that you had an accident outside with a knife or something and then there's a lot of bleeding. This is just a basic dressing to, you put pressure on the wound and stop the bleeding. And it's really easy to do on anyone, especially if it's on a limb, not so much on the trunk. So on the trunk of your body, it'd be hard.
So what supplies do we need?
So the supplies that you would need just for like a regular compression dressing are, you just want some gauze pads. One is really all you need. If there's a lot of bleeding, you can use an ABD pad, an ACE wrap, because that's what's going to give you the compression.
But you don't use the clippies?
I don't use the clippies, and I'll show you why. Well, not really show you why. It's personal preference, and I don't like doing it because you can actually cut somebody with them. You need gloves. You don't have to have this stuff, but it makes it a lot easier. The Silvasorb gel or the Curad, we have that one too. The Curad wound gel. That's like, I think it was like $5 at Safeway,
Cheaper, yeah.
The grocery store. Or this stuff is awesome and it'll last forever, but it's like, what, $25? But to me, it's worth it. So this is just stuff that we have.
Okay, so let's.
And then tape too. You gotta have tape.
So let's give myself a wound.
You're in my prettiness here. I'm making it pretty so that everybody knows what they need.
So I'm not gonna use a knife, but we will use.
Can I give you the wound?
Yeah, go ahead and stab me.
I'm gonna stab you. Ah! There's blood spewing out all over the place.
This is not kindergarten. Quit drawing on me. This is what we'll do. Is we use some real blood.
Oh no, Dale! What happened? You're bleeding all over the place. Okay, so then I see, oh my God, what happened?
Do I look like a fat guy at a pie eating contest?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you actually, because I'm not ready yet, it's your blood, I'm going to have you put direct pressure on that.
Even when it's all bloody?
Even when it's all bloody. I want you to put pressure on it while I'm getting everything ready in our little first aid kit.
That way I have something to eat for later?
Yes. So, I'm gonna have my tape ready. I got all my other junk ready. I got gloves ready.
Feel a little woozy here.
At this point in time, since you're bleeding all over the place, it doesn't matter if this is sterile. You want to do it as clean as possible.
And quickly, preferably.
Preferably. My gloves won't go on. So you're putting pressure on it. It's all good. Then we're gonna take you over here. We're gonna wash it out. And as you're washing it out, you're probably going to notice that it's going to continue to bleed. So with the majority of the blood off, so you can see what you're dealing with.
I don't touch it now, right?
You don't touch it now. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to put this here, put pressure on it. And if it's bleeding and saturating, maybe pick it up a little bit. Put it back on, hold it on for a second. Take some of your Silvasorb, a little tiny bit, just a little sheen. Rub it across it.
It burns!
It doesn't burn.
It doesn't? Okay,
no. Silvasorb is on, and now we're just going to put pressure. We're going to hold pressure for 5 minutes. If it starts bleeding through this, you can get an ABD pad or something that's going to absorb more bleeding, more blood or drainage, and then we're just going to put pressure on it.
For 5 minutes.
We're going to hold pressure on it for 5 minutes because we want to stop the bleeding. And what you could probably do too is if you elevate your hand. Oh, I can't see you.
That's all right.
We're going to elevate your hand because if you elevate it, that helps. Because if you're down, blood flows down with gravity. So for argument's sake, and even though we don't have you elevated, we're elevating you.
And it's been 5 minutes.
It has been 5 minutes. So now I'm going to take my little ACE wrap. I'm still putting pressure on that though, because if you take the pressure off, it's going to start bleeding.
So do you need my help, or am I just
No,
here
you're just
being woozy?
Being woozy. So I took this little clippies off of the ACE wrap, and then I'm going to wrap this on you. I'm going to apply pressure, so I'm going to pull it tight all the way down to where the wound is at the end, kind of like in a crisscross. And we're going to go all the way back up higher than where the wound actually is, because it's going to act kind of like a tourniquet.
I look like Popeye.
And then the tape,
Hey.
I cut that off so that it's ready to go, so I don't have to mess around with getting tape ready.
Ow! Oh, just kidding.
And you're done.
It's fake.
And you have a compression dressing.
Cool. What are we gonna do for the next one? You say you want to do something with my foot, right?
Yeah, I think we need to pretend we're packing a wound like
Maybe I shot myself in the foot.
Yeah, and there's no hospitals or anything, so we have to do our own wet to dry dressings. We could do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Well, cool.